It's been nearly 15 years since the Minot High volleyball team won the WDA championship. With just 2.5 weeks left before the West Region tournament, it's crunch time for the Majettes.
Of those returning, maybe about 4 of them played varsity, so we have more that have not played varsity than did last year.
The Majettes are working with a relatively young team, with girls having more JV minutes than varsity. One of the biggest challenges this season has been getting them more comfortable playing at the higher level.
Definitely a quicker pace, and the hitters are definitely stronger, blocks are bigger, defense moves quicker. It's definitely just fast-paced.
Nobody seems to really keep track of what the JV does, but everybody keeps track of what the varsity does. So that comes with the territory.
Definitely the intensity of the game and the level of play. Varsity is just a lot more faster than JV. It's a lot more intense. Like the games are a lot closer. So just higher level of competition.
Carlson is in her 6th year as head coach. She says another area these girls have struggled with on the court is communication.
We go through little droughts on the court where we're not communicating, and that causes the ball to drop.
And working hard the entire game is key.
It's definitely those longer rallies when we're definitely getting tired, and it seems like a lot of teams sub in really quick, and then they got new people coming in, and then we just have to get those. We're trying to cut down our runs, and that's probably our biggest thing. I think our biggest problem is finishing. We have some really close sets, and it just comes down to the last 2 points. We struggle finishing and putting away the ball.
If they're down or lose a set, Carlson makes sure to take full advantage of the timeout to get them fired up and back in the game.
She thinks mindset plays a big role, and I think a lot of us agree with that, so that's something she really likes to focus on. I think she's very relaxed. She likes to give us all a chance, and if we make an error, she's very compassionate about it, I guess. She lets us make errors, and she'll correct us on those, but she's not very stern about it. She's not mean.
We just have to focus on the next play. We cannot worry about that it's only, a point away or 2 points away. We just have to handle one at a time. What are we going to do with the ball the next time we get it? Who's getting it? And what kind of offense we're going to run.
But as she puts it, one of their greatest strengths is how they come together on the court.
We are at a point right now where we're seeing that just come alive. The ones that haven't have learned to be more aggressive and more sure of themselves. So we have a lot of good things going on right now.
I think we're setting up a pretty quick offense when we aren't struggling, as I would say. Our serve receive has been doing really well. Our defense has been improving a lot, and that will cause our hitters and our attackers to put the ball away and do better. So I think we've been doing pretty good there.
I think our defense is playing at a very high level. We have been playing, games in the WDA, and usually we have struggled just to get the pass, to be able to start the offense. And I feel very secure in our defense. It all starts there. It starts there, and they have just given us so many options to swing at the ball.
Part of that success is a new motto that Carlson came up with, FAF.
Focus, aggression, and fun. So if we lose our focus, we lose our aggression and fun. So basically, she just reminds us of that, saying that we need to stay aggressive out there. And when we are doing that, when we're putting everything together on the court, we are having fun, and that's going to lead us to more wins.
And with the postseason in the not-too-distant future, they know they're going to have to leave it all on the court every single night.
And we just have to focus on the match that we're given that night, and not worry so much about the outcome and just play our game.
Right now, we're just trying to take it game by game and focus on that.
The Majettes travel to Williston on Tuesday to face the Coyotes.